Hello students, welcome back. Now, actually the thing is our next part is we want these moles to pop up one after another randomly. So popping up objects randomly, if you remember, we have done it before also. To do it, what we were doing, we used to create an object, animate it, convert it into a prefab, and we used to create a game controller, an empty game object, and in that game object, those objects were made to pop up. So the same principle we are going to use it here. So the next target is all the moles are hidden, and as soon as the game starts it should pop up, the moles should start showing. So how to make these moles appear? So to continue with that part, now let us come back to Unity. Now in the Unity, the first thing what we are going to now do is in the hierarchy window, right click here and choose create empty. Let us create an empty object. This game object, in the inspector window, give it the name as game C capital controller. Let us give it the name as game controller, and in transform reset its position to 0 0 0 so that it is at the origin point. This is at the origin point. Now go to file and choose save to save this. Now the next part here, what we are now going to do is, after we have created the game controller, come to the project window, and in assets in scripts folder, we had one script called mole here. We are going to create one more script here. So right click here, choose create, and we are going to create a new C# script, and let us call this script as GAME game CONTROLLER game controller. So we have created the script called game controller. Now drag this script and attach to this game controller object, so that this game controller script is attached to this games controller object, which is present at 0 0 0. Now the next thing here, what we are now going to do is select this game controller and double click. This will open in the that is Visual Studio. Now here the first thing that we want is, we want the moles to be called here one by one, and to make that happen, now in the public, after the public game controller mono behavior open bracket, press enter, and in the first line let us declare a that is game object. So public, we are going to declare a variable, and this variable type is a game object. G and O are capital game object, and let us name this as mole C capital mole containers, and end it with colon. So we have declared a game object called mole containers, and then press enter, and next we are going to declare a private variable now, and this private variable is actually if you come back to Unity here, we already prefab or the mole even in assets, in prefabs you have this mole. We are going to call this game object, we are going to declare a new variable which is of this game object mole. So for this, come back to Unity, and the new variable, the type of variable we are declaring will be mole. You can see here, you get the mole, and this is a array. So we have to end it with, start and end it with square bracket. This says that this is now an array, and press space and give it the name as moles and end it with colon. So what we did, we have a prefab called mole, and we declared a new variable moles, that is we made it plural by declaring the old prefab mole as an array. Okay, so we have declared a new variable here. Now go to file and choose save all. Now let us come back to Unity, and now coming back to Unity here, if you select game controller, now the script is already attached. So in this script, now here what we are now going to do is, you have the reference mole containers game object. Now in the scene we have mole container here. If you open mole container, we have 9 moles here. So that we had placed it inside the mole container. Now select this entire mole container object. Select first game controller and now select this mole container, drag it and attach it as the mole container object. So after you attach it, now go to file and choose save. Okay, now come back to the script, Visual Studio script, and in this game controller.cs script, now the next thing is we are in the start. Let us come to the start and we have created moles here, that is an array moles. Normally if you remember, whenever we created an array, if we come to Unity, what used to happen, if you come to the game controller, you would see that array here, you would set the size and then allot the elements of that array here. But right now, here it is not showing that moles array here because in the script we have declared this as private. So that's why we are not able to access it there. However, now we want this moles to have an array of object, and that array of object should be equal to this mole container. So to do this, now come to the start here, and in start what we are now going to do is let this moles, whatever variable we have declared, let this moles be equal to, okay, so let us make it equal to, this will be equal to the mole container. So you have the mole container, game object mole container, and in this game object mole container, press period and you have get component in children. Okay, you have an option here called get component in children. So here when you are using this component, see, be careful here because you have two get component here. One is get component singular in children. So if you select this get component in children, you will get an error. Okay, so the thing that we are supposed to, I will delete this now, and after this mole container, press period, and here in get component you have plural get component in children. So if you move down, scroll down, you have it here, get components. Okay, see, even if you make one letter, if it is missing, because get component means it is going to get only one component in that mole container, but we want all the components, so that's why we have to use this get components in children. So it is plural. Okay, use this, and then in lesser than and greater than sign, in between this lesser than and greater than sign, which is the component we need? Mole. Mole is the component we need. Okay, and then in the end add open close bracket and end it with a colon. So we have declared moles is equal to mole containers, get components in children, mole. So now we want to know whether this mole array is attached with all the components. To test it, what we shall do is press enter and print a message. To print the message we use debug period log debug.log, and what we are now going to print in open close bracket, you have this moles. Okay, select this moles period and its length. So because it is an array, we are asking it to print moles length and end it with a colon. Now go to file and choose save all to save this. Come back to Unity now, and coming to Unity, see whether there is any error. Then when I play the game now, what happens is as soon as I start the game, you can now see here the components you are seeing. It is showing 9 components. Okay, this means that it is working fine. It is showing 9 because if we stop it, this mole container contains 9 elements. So we are seeing 9. So this is working perfectly now. So once this is running fine, now come back to the script here. Now the next thing is we want this moles to rise one by one, and to make this happen, what we are now going to do is, now let us come to this mole script. Okay, so coming to mole script now. In the mole script, you can see here we have actually created this, we have added this lines in when hit. We want it to hide when hit. Okay, now we are going to create here one more method here. Under this, what we can now do is, you have this public void display name. This is no more required. So let us select this public void display name and let us delete it, and in its name, in its place, now let us type public. One second. So we are going to now type public void, and let us name this method as rise. Let us call it as rise, open close bracket, and then flower bracket. And in this block, now let us copy whatever we have posted in when hit. Copy all this line, right click and copy it, and in rise paste it. And after you paste it here, only thing what we want is, here instead of hidden height, let us change it to visible height. So this will be replaced by visible height. So we have created a method rise where the target position value is set to visible height. So in update, when it animates, the method rise is going to rise the mole from minus 0.3 to 0.2. This is the function this rise method is going to do. Now after adding this rise method in the mole, now let us save this. After saving it, now let us come back to game controllers. Now coming back to game controller script here, we had added in start this line debug.mole length line. So delete it. Now here what we are now going to do is, as soon as the game starts, we are going to call this moles array, but this moles is an array. So inside this, inside the square brackets, we are going to mention which item we are going to call. If whether you want mole number 0, item number 0, item number 1, item number 2, item number 3. We know that mole container contains 9 moles. So any of this mole has to be randomly called. So to randomly call it, we are going to call the random range, which we have used many times. So we are going to call random, okay, period, then range. And what will be the range in open close bracket? Now we shall mention the range. So the range will be, this will be starting from 0. It will start from 0, and the maximum is moles, that is this moles period length. So anything, any number between 0 and moles dot length is called now. And then once it is called, then press period, and we have declared a method here for this rise. See, we have declared the rise method, choose this. And because rise is a method, you have to put open close bracket after that and close it with a colon. So now go to file and choose save all. So what we have done, in mole we have declared a method rise in which the mole is going to move from minus 0.3 to 0.2, and this one we have 9 moles, and out of the 9 moles randomly a mole is selected and that mole is now going to pop up. So this is the purpose of this script. Now go to file and choose save all. Now come back to the script here and in console window check for any errors, clear it, then click the play button. So when we click the play button, you can see here nothing is happening, it is not rising. Okay, the reason why it is not rising is, stop this. Now if you come back to the script here, in game controller we have told it to rise, but in the mole script, if you come to the start part here, we are setting the target position to hidden height and we are moving it to 0. Okay, this is preceding the game controller and that's why it is not rising at all. So how to avoid this? The best way is, here instead of using start in mole, we are going to use another inbuilt method, and that method is awake. So let us now use awake here instead of start. Now go to file, choose save all. Now come back to Unity. There are no errors, click clear here and now play the game. Now when you play the game, you can see one mole popped up. Stop the playback and play again. You have another mole popping up from a different location. Okay, now stop the game and again play it. So another mole is popping up. Okay, now the thing is, once this mole pops up, after some time it should go down, automatically go down. It should not remain like this. So stop the playback and let us see how we can do that. So to make it disappear after some time, what we will do is come back to Unity here and now come to mole script. Okay, in the mole script, we had declared this speed variable, and after this speed variable, press enter and let us declare one more variable now, public, and this variable is again float, and let this be named as disappear D capital duration. Let us call it as disappear duration and let it be equal to 0.5 f and end it with a colon. So we declared a new variable disappear duration and that is equal to 0.5 f. Okay, and then after this vector 3 target position, press enter and let us now declare a private variable, and again this is also a float number, and only thing is this name will be disappear timer, and let's set its value initially to 0. Okay, and end it with colon. So we declared two variables. One is disappear duration for half a second and disappear timer, it is set for 0. And now here the logic we use is, if you come to this rise method, in rise method what happens? The mole is going to rise, and as soon as the mole rises, that is after this target position line, press enter and here we are now going to make the disappear timer, which is initially set to 0, to be equal to the disappear duration. Okay, this will be equal to disappear duration. End it with colon. And once this timer is equal to disappear duration, then in update, what we are now going to do is, in update, update means as the game is running, you come to the update here, and in update we have one extra colon here. Let us remove this. Okay, and in update, press enter, and here what we are now going to do is, we are going to actually make this disappear timer. Okay, it is set to half a second, and this will be equals to minus equal to, okay, minus equal to time, minus equal to time delta time period delta time. Okay, and end it with colon. So this is the line. Okay, now what happens is, as soon as a mole rises, disappear timer becomes 0.5 second, and as the clock starts running, it becomes 0.4, it becomes 0.3, it becomes 0.2, and it becomes 0.1, and as soon as it becomes 0, what we want is, let us press enter now, and here let us add an if condition now. If open close bracket, then add flower bracket, and in if, the condition is, if disappear timer, the value of this disappear timer is less than 0. If it becomes less than 0, this is the condition we are testing, then what should happen? This raised mole should go down. So to go down, what is the script we are using? We were using when hit. This is the script that we are using to go down. So here what we shall do is, instead of this when hit, select this when hit and change this to what we shall do is, let us copy this. Okay, because we have to type it the same way. Now instead of when hit here, let us type here where we have put on height. Let us type here as method O capital ON H capital on height open close bracket. So we renamed this method as on height. Okay, so after we renamed it as on height, let us now come back here and public void and paste this when hit. Okay, and this when hit will be now equal to, here we are just going to call the method on height. So we have this on height method, so we are just going to execute this method. Okay, so we are just reframing this script. Okay, here what it should happen, as soon as the disappear timer becomes less than 0, then even here we have to call on height method. On height method means colon. So the mole is going to go down when it comes to on height. So we have declared two methods here. Rise means the mole is going to go up because the target position is set to visible height. On hide means here the target position is set to hidden height. It will move down. So one method will rise the mole up, the other method will bring the mole down, and for when you hit it, the mole has to go down, and after 0.5 seconds also the mole has to go down. This is what we have declared here. Now go to file and choose save all. So now let us come back to Unity here. Coming back to Unity now let's click the play button. Now you can see. So again play button. As soon as we played, it is coming down because we have set the timer only to 0.5 second. Now come back to script here, and in the script what we shall now do is, in the if you come here, we had set the move up here, disappear duration we had set to 0.5f. Let us change it to around 1.25f. So let us change it to 1.25f, and now go to file and choose save all. Now come back to Unity, okay, and now play the game. So it will stay for about 1 second, okay, and after 1 second what is happening? It is going down. So this logic is working fine. However, in the game right now, if we play, this is rising only once. We want it to repeat. It should keep on randomly rising at different points as we are playing the game. Okay, right now we are, when the game starts, only one is rising. So how to do this? Let us do it in our next session. So right now, stop the playback, and after you stop the playback, come here, file and save it.